Hey, it's Jay Chatfield, loving yourself to life. Ooh, that sun is shining in the back there. I probably should have did this when I was like completely stopped. I'll be there in like maybe 3 minutes. But my spirit is just talking and I don't want to miss it because sometimes when I'm like, oh, wait till I get there, I'm protected. I'm going to be all right. I could drive with one hand. So, was thinking today, I woke up this morning and I had this story in my head, but then I heard that it's not a story, it's something that we gave you so many years ago, and we want you to pick it back up and you're going to write a book about it. Now, this is interesting because about maybe 2 months ago, I said, I'm ready to write a book, right? But I don't know what I'm going to write about. I said that just like that. And I'm like, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? And I said, well, you know what? When it's time for me to write this book, Spirit will tell me exactly what to write and I won't have to think. I won't have to think about it at all. And that happened today when I was least expecting it. So I'm talking about this because this is so cool that when you let down your guard of thinking, you will get the answers. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? But it's a beautiful thing too because I already wrote like 8 pages and I didn't have to struggle, no writer's block. That's why I tell people there is no such thing as writer's block. It is when you're ready to flow, you have to flow. And I mean, I was just flowing today. I actually put it in my notepad that I had. I told you it was going to be really short. Now I'm parking. I put it in my notebook that I had and my notepad on my phone. That's how I started typing it. So be open to your creativity, but it'll usually come when you're not thinking about it. The block is you thinking about it. That's why people suffer. That's what they say with writer's block. That's because you're thinking about it so hard that it can't come through. It's impossible when you think you have a lack of something that is going to come in, but that applies to everything, which I'm learning with doing these markets. I will have that video out to you soon. I took a lot of footage. So I plan on hopefully when we go away for a few days, starting tomorrow, that I could get that string of videos together for you. And when you're so focused on what you don't have, then you don't get that flow. Also, something else came to me today. We are those ones that are healers and helpers. I understand that people want to take their experience and teach other people. But what people don't understand that want to take their experience and teach other people is that you can't help anyone when you are operating inside of your emotions to what happened. Just like they can't do anything about whatever you're teaching about if they are operating in their emotions. So let's talk about that really quickly. When you have an emotional connection to someone else's trauma, you tend to do what they were told to do with their trauma. That's because you feel it, right? But if you don't have that self-awareness, I talk about this all the time, and that accountability to your feelings, then you won't receive what you need to do in order to fix it for yourself. Because how they're dealing with it has nothing to do with the way you need to deal with what you're dealing with. They didn't experience the trauma the same way that you did. And you can't fix it the same way that they did. Because if you try, or you try to attract, it might be disastrous. Because you will. Because what you'll do is you'll apply your emotions to what that person did. So you will be attracting that same energy. I don't know if you understand that, but it took me a while when I stepped into 0 point energy about a lot of things. Like, people call me and they come with a whole lot of energy when they're talking. My energy is like this. And then when it's like that, I'm able to hear better because it doesn't trigger anything inside of me because I fixed all that. Put it in the range all black. Drove it off the lot, and that's that. Well, that was a freestyle for y'all. I don't know if y'all, you know? So, because I don't have an emotional, I can help people. And they come to me with the stuff that I've healed from so that I can hear, because I can hear what they're, and I can hear what the other person is. I don't know. It's just that great thing of a healer once you get to that 0 point energy of operation. But if not, I would be operating in whatever their emotion can trigger inside of me. So when you hear these influencers on, and I'm telling you guys this, when you hear these influencers get on and talk about, this is how you get a man, this is how you get this type of man, that type of man, you're going to have to step outside of their emotional trauma that got them this. Everything don't apply. It's not a one size fit all trauma. Even though it feels the same. It's not. The betrayal that happened here can be a betrayal over there, but the way that betrayal went down is specific to what that person attracted through their trauma experience. Don't attach what you're feeling to their results of what they did. That felt like a lot, guys. I'm going to leave it at that because I could continue talking about this again because I've been going through this and working through this for some time. But it was so that I could teach you guys, because that's what I am, and write about it now in this book, of how you can, one, subtract, even though you heard, subtract yourself so that you can add to the thing that you need to heal, acknowledge, aware, to get to where you want to get to. This is Jay Chatfield, Loving Yourself to Life. If you want to get in touch with me, email me at graceguidance@gmail.com. Tell me what you're thinking. Tell me you might want me to talk about something. You might want me to do an open assessment with you. I am open to that. And I'm very grateful that you guys decided to listen. As always, do something for you that only you will love. Have a love yourself day.